everyone, Dank here. Well, looks like I died. No big deal. Every mistake is a lesson. This was a big one, so let me share everything I learned with you here so you don't have to learn it the hard way. Very first thing. Right before the clip starts, my battle shout just falls off and I don't notice. Battle shout is without a doubt the most important part of your rotation. If I had kept it up from the start, I would still be leveling right now instead of making you this video. The best way to keep battle shout up is to have an icon pop up when it starts fading. I normally have one. At this point, I've been procrastinating making a Weakaura for this for about 45 levels. If you don't have one, I made a simple TellMeWhen script for this. You can copy the string and use it yourself if you'd like. Check for it in the description below. When I finally notice it's down, I put it back up, but that was another mistake. I didn't anticipate my attack missing, so now I don't have the global cooldown or the rage to execute or hamstring. Next, camera and awareness. I wasn't checking for respawns. I saw this area was clear before I went in, and I assumed I had enough time to kill these two. If I had battle shout up, I probably would have. Either way, surprises like this are why you should always be checking your surroundings, especially in a populated cave with hyperspawn. Next thing, oh shit buttons. Something I'll be doing on my next run is placing all of my survival buttons neatly on a row. I had plenty of tools that could have saved me here. I've been carrying this magic dust in my bag since Westfall, but it was on a button I never press, so I didn't have the muscle memory when the pressure set in. Which leads me to the most important thing, staying cool under pressure. The big secret to staying cool in a high pressure situation, it's not rocket science, it's preparedness. I'm not talking just a vague idea of what you might do. You need to know exactly what your options are and how to execute if you end up in a situation where your regular abilities aren't enough to get you out. If you've never thought about using that bag of marbles or magic dust, what makes you think you'll suddenly remember when you're under massive amounts of pressure? And lastly, Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will. You will miss at the worst possible time. You will get crit at the worst possible time. Back to back to back. I made multiple attacks that had any of them hit, I could have taken control back of the situation and lived. Assuming things wouldn't go wrong is why I didn't instantly press retaliation here. Always make the decision that accounts for the worst possible outcome, because eventually, it will happen. And if it wasn't part of your plans, well, you might just end up dead.